here from the Health Tune-Up, back for a daily tip on liver health. Let's talk about water. Water is so important to our health and nobody wants to drink it. I hear from patients all the time that it's boring, it doesn't taste good, what kind of water, or I just drink like a little bottle, I don't really need it. I've never drank water, I've been fine. But actually, you're not fine if you're not drinking water. We're arguably 60 to 70% water. So, our cars, for instance. If you have a car, do you let the oil run dry and just ride on a car with no oil? Just let it run hot until it burns up and bursts into flames on the freeway? Of course not. So our bodies are amazing, but we're 60 to 70% water. So the quality of our blood, our mucous membranes, our joints, our sweat, our ability to detox, all of anything that's fluid in our body that comes out of it, our urine, any kind of excreting has to have water. How do you think we get junk out of our bodies? We have to have water. So it's our solvent. We have to have it. The liver needs it to be able to keep our blood thin, which is, by the way, one of the functions of liver in a basic form, is to help with our viscosity of blood, i.e. the thickness or thinness of our blood. And if we have sludgy blood because we haven't been drinking fluids, and no, a bunch of coffee doesn't count. And we shouldn't be drinking tons of fruit juices and tons of sweet drinks. That doesn't count. That's not water. And actually, the sugar causes the liver to become fatty, which then clogs up our oil filter. So our liver becomes fatty and it can't actually process things properly. And so we gain weight and we start to have a lot of other issues. So water is extremely important for our health, for our heart health, for our liver health, for our kidney health, to avoid getting kidney stones. I mean, basically, we just turn into a sludgy, rocky yuck if we're not drinking enough water. And yes, we can manage to get fluids from foods and from other types of drinks, but what kind of quality of life do you want? I want to be healthy. I'm sure you want to be healthy too. So let's drink more water. How much water? There's a lot of different formulas on this, but at least 6 to 8 tall glasses. My cardiologist said I should be drinking a gallon of water a day. I can't get a gallon of water a day down me. I try to get close to half a gallon of water a day down me. So some days are better than others, but I always have water near me so that I can sip away. A great thing to do is to put some real lemon or lime juice or cucumbers or parsley in there. It'll really be tasty. So just trying to woo you into drinking your water because you need to do it. It's super important for liver health and for your whole health in general. So what kind of water should we be drinking? Well, distilled water is boiled water that the steam is then collected and all the good and bad is gone. But that's it. All the good is gone too. There are no minerals in distilled water. Often it's really used as a tool for detox. When you want to do a heavy detox to basically pull all the crud out of you, they often will put distilled water in the cleanse. However, we need to supplement minerals in our diet or get trace mineral supplements so that we replace those minerals, because you don't want to strip all the minerals out to where we actually are depleted in minerals. That's not good. The second type, spring and mineral waters, they're underground sources. They're wonderful water. I actually tend to be in the camp of half the water in the day should be a spring or mineral water, and the other half should be an alkaline water. So mineral and spring water is an underground source. It has natural minerals. Sometimes it has a trace amount of arsenic. And of course, it just depends what water table that spring is coming from, if the soil has been contaminated for any reason. Tap water is an option, but you're going to get the chlorine, you're going to get the chemicals, possibly lead from the piping and plumbing, and whatever else, bacteria, virus, amoeba that happens to have not been killed through the whole process of filtering that the city has done. But it is a possible source. And there is arguably a lot of bottled water that is essentially the same as tap water. But optimally, alkaline water, which is 8 to 9.5 in pH, is often, it's been clinically trialed and looked at. It has been shown to be helpful a little bit more than other waters. In some ways, it's controversial. Again, there's not as many minerals in alkaline water. There are some, but you may have to take a trace mineral supplement. A lot of people don't know this. So I'm letting you know now. It's very easy. You can buy it, get a nice liquid trace mineral and just squirt some into the water. You're done. So you need to drink the water and get it down. Doesn't matter what the source is, really, ultimately. It's your choice. But we need to drink water. So when do we drink? When do we drink the water? When can we use it as a tool for our body? Well, all day is great, but definitely upon waking in the morning, or if you work a night shift, upon waking, drink a big glass of water. That's before you drink your coffee. Coffee is a diuretic, and that's going to make your blood even sludgier and thick. So you want some nice water coursing through your veins and get it in your system. Also, 30 minutes before you eat a meal, and you want to drink water before and after you've worked out because you don't want to get dehydrated. You know, dehydration automatically means everything is dehydrated. All of your cartilage, if you have disc issues in your back or you have dry eyes or anything like this, everything gets dehydrated. So we want to stay hydrated. So if we're sweating more, we want to definitely rehydrate that. Also, a glass before we go to bed because the liver detoxes when we are sleeping. So we want to give it a little boost and thin it out so it can filter. I mean, just imagine it's like, it's not the same, it's not one for one, but it's like fresh, having an oil change. We want to allow the filtration to be as easy and simple as possible for the liver. We don't want to make it all sludgy. So that is why water is important. I don't know if I've sold you on it yet, but we have to clean our bodies out. And how are we going to get the junk out if we're all dried up and crusty on the inside? We need to stay hydrated and we need to get the junk out and get the good stuff where it needs to go. So water is extremely helpful in that. And definitely start today. Go get a good glass of water and start drinking because you're drinking to your health when you're drinking some water. All right, check out the liver modules in thehealthtuneup.com. I am starting to post and I'm super excited. I want to help as many people out there and break down a lot of these issues to simple, effective information that you can apply on the everyday. So let me know in your comments below, subscribe to me, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.